Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be making some Christmas signs today. Let's get crafting. So for the first sign, I'm going to be using this gorgeous Noel sign. I love this sign because of the base. And I have these two crosses that I purchased from Dollar Tree, and I've been wanting to do a multi-layered scrapbook sign. So I grabbed some of the scrapbook paper that I had purchased at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to be using this Noel ornament from Dollar Tree and putting it all together. Like I said, I love this sign because the base of this sign where it says Noel is raised. And I think that's really cool, and that will come into play. So I'm just taking my scrapbook paper and measuring and cutting and using, unfortunately, school glue to attach it. I saw other people use school glue, and maybe they used it on a different kind of paper. I'm not sure. It didn't really work well with the scrapbook paper, so I would recommend going back to Mod Podge. When I used the school glue, I did get a lot of bubbles, and they were hidden on this sign, but if you were doing a sign where you would be seeing it, yeah, it would have been really bubbly. I don't know any other way to say it. Or maybe I used too much glue, because watching it back now, yeah, I did put a lot on this sign. But like I said, I just trimmed that paper and I covered the top part of the sign, and then I covered Noel at the bottom with a different design of scrapbook paper.
I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I live, the dream I...
Once I had those covered, then I started on my crosses. Dollar Tree had two different styles of crosses, so I'm using both styles. And again, just grabbing some of that scrapbook paper, trimming it, tracing it, then trimming it, and then using school glue again. I don't know why I didn't learn from the first one, but I didn't. I would use Mod Podge, and putting those scrapbook papers on each cross. That way you're going to get a different layered and different look, and it's so pretty at the end, trust me.
Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I live, the dream I knew. Well, I'm all for Christmas. It's a magical time full of kisses. Take a walk outside and tickle the snowman's nose. Moving in the...
Okay, now to the ornament. We're going to do something different. This ornament is super cute just the way it is. I took off the greenery, and then I started removing the Noel fabric cutout that was on it. Now these ornaments are so cute, but they just look like cardboard with fabric glued down to it. There really isn't too much design behind that Noel, so I thought maybe grabbing some of my burlap ribbon could change that. Now some of the letters came off super simple, and then the O and the N gave me a little bit of trouble. As you can see, it broke in half, but that's okay, because when we glue them back on, you don't even know that they had ripped. It's easily fixed. So once I got all of these letters off, and it really was simple. Once you got it going, they did peel off, and the first two came off as a whole letter, and like I said, the N and the O kind of ripped a little bit, but that was okay. It still worked out. Then I grabbed my burlap ribbon, I cut it down to size, and I glued it down to the sign. Once it was glued, all I had to do was just trim around the edges, cut some holes where you can see the hole in the center of the O and in between the E and the L. And that was just easily, with a small little pair of scissors, just getting in there and trimming that burlap. This changes the whole look of the ornament, and I'm so glad I did this.
May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you.
It's looking better already. And now you just take the words, the letters, and hot glue those back into place. Easy peasy, but it really vamped up this little ornament, and I think it just made it a lot cuter. So like I said, I did break the O and the N, but once you glued them down together, you didn't even know that they had ripped.
Well, I'm all for Christmas. It's a magical time full of kisses. Take a walk outside and tickle the snowman's nose. Moving nimbly, did you hear something from the chimney? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Oh, whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas, I only wanna be close to you.
I think that looks so much cuter. So now we are going to start assembling the sign. I had some nautical rope left over, and I thought this would look really good putting it as an edging on the sign. So just you go in section by section and using hot glue. I went around the whole top, and then I also framed in the bottom with the nautical rope.
All from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true.
I took my diamond nail file and I went around the edges. This will remove any excess paper that might have overlapped. Then I took my Noel ornament, and it wouldn't fit totally in between the nautical rope, but it's really neat because I could glue it down to the bottom and then glue it on top of the nautical rope, and it added dimension to the sign, which was super cute.
Nimbly, did you hear something from the chimney? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Oh, whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your
Now it's time to add the crosses, and as you can see, I have so many wrinkles in this, so I think Mod Podge would have been a better idea, but I really wanted to use that snowman scrap paper, and that was the only one I had, so I just went with it. So I glued my candy cane cross down first, and then I came back in and I glued the other smaller sized cross on top of it with the little candy canes on it. Actually, the first one is like candy cane striped, and this one has actual candy canes on it. And those two just go so cute together, and I'm loving the layered effect. And then I just came back in with the greenery that came with the ornament that I had taken off, and I hot glued that greenery to the middle. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself as usual. These little pics came from Walmart. I forgot I did this part. And I thought that would be cute coming out of the corners of the Noel. Since it sticks up a little bit, you can actually put some hot glue in there and put the pics right in there, and they hide behind that ornament. It also hides the corners where the nautical rope came away from, like the edges of the sign, so this hides that part of that where you can kind of see the original sign underneath that nautical rope. I got so ahead of myself here. Then I took the greenery that came on the ornament, I put that in the center of the crosses, and I just added a little twine bow to complete the look.
Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. Well, I'm all for Christmas. It's a magical time full of kisses. Take a walk outside and tickle the snowman's nose. Moving nimbly.
I've been wanting to do a more detailed layered sign like this for so long. I absolutely love how this sign turned out, and it will go perfect in any farmhouse Christmas decor. So I hope you enjoyed project number 1. Let's head on over to DIY number 2. For DIY number 2, I'm using these box signs from Dollar Tree, and I have a package of snowflakes and a package of stockings that you get 5 for $1 at Dollar General. I took some black acrylic paint and I painted the outside edges. I didn't paint the back, but you can do that too, and the inside of that box. And then I had this happy fall that came off of one of the Dollar Tree fall signs, and I thought that would be really cute for the top piece of this. I painted that white, and I don't know. I guess I thought that you would be able to see the words because I do add scrapbook paper. I don't know why I painted it. But anyway, I painted these little wooden stockings as well. And yet again, I'm putting paper on those too. So you do what you want here. I guess I was in a painting mood. So then I just trimmed this on the scrapbook paper, and I'm only covering the bottom of these stockings. But I messed up. I flipped the scrapbook paper to the opposite side, and I shouldn't have. Don't do this, but I showed you that's the wrong way to do it. And then using a different piece of scrapbook paper, I trimmed around the top piece of this sign and cut that out as well. And I'm writing, after I Mod Podged it down, I'm writing on here, the stockings were hung. Because this is going to be a little stocking sign. And this part worked out perfectly. But then after this, I realized that I had traced and cut on the wrong side of the paper for my little stockings. Luckily, I had some more buffalo check paper left over, so I could easily fix it. This is neat. If you don't like your writing, if you just add little dots to the peaks of the letters, it pretty much makes any writing look cute. And I Mod Podged this down, and that part was done. I think I did use my diamond nail file to come back and like sand the edges just to make sure there wasn't any overlapping paper. So here's where I realized that I did it wrong. And I should have traced it on the front part of it. So I grabbed, luckily I buy like tons of this buffalo check paper, and I had to retrace it and recut them out so that it would be going the right way. I can't even tell you guys how many times I've made this mistake. And you would think I would have learned by now, but no, I make it every single time. Maybe now I won't. Maybe this is the last time. So then I Mod Podged that just to the bottom of the stockings. And I put my kids' names on the stockings. It's really cute that these come 5 for $1. I just think that's amazing that you get so many just for $1 at Dollar General. Again, I used my diamond nail file and I just sanded the edges to remove the excess scrapbook paper. And these are so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. I did the same thing on the top of the sign, again, just to remove that excess paper. And now I start assembling my sign. I used some twine and I put it through the existing holes of the stockings. I wanted these to look like they were hanging on, as like, I guess like garland stockings. I'm going with this in this direction, I guess. And once I had them positioned the way I wanted, I hot glued them together. I did not hot glue them down to the sign yet. I just hot glued them to each other. And then took them back out, and then I added my kids' names to the stockings. I did it this way because I didn't want to write their names on the stockings and then have it overlap and not be able to see the names. So I just glued them together and then wrote the names. Once I wrote the names on, then I put those back into the box and I hot glued them down. And I tied little knots in the twine, and I hot glued those to the corners of the black box. I'm getting tongue-tied. So that it looks like it was like hanging from the top. And then on the top piece where I wrote the stockings were hung, I just hot glued that to the top of this box sign. And that's it. That's all I did. Super cute little box sign. And if you have, more than 3 kids, You can do 2 of these and have them next to each other. This is just so simple and so easy to do. And I think this is so cute. And it's so neat to have, your kids' names on anything for Christmas, or even your grandchildren you could do this with. You can add a hanger to the back, or it stands on its own. So this is such a neat and cute little project. And I think this also works, even though it's black and white. I think you can incorporate this into farmhouse decor as well. DIY number 3 is the easiest one out of the 3. I'm using the box signs again, but this time I'm going to be using those little snowflake ornaments from Dollar General. Again, I painted my box, the outside and the inside black, and I had some of this musical note scrapbook paper in black, and I thought that would go really cute with the sign. So I just kind of eyeballed it, and I cut it into a square. And then I took my lighter and I lit the edges on fire. I like doing this on some pieces because you never know where it's going to burn. You just have to be careful, extremely careful, that you light a little bit at a time, blow it out, and then just use your fingers to put the rest of it out. It's not hot, it doesn't burn you, but this can get away from you really easy. That's why you just do a little bit at a time. I love the effect because, like I said, you never know where it's going to burn, and it just gives a really cool effect. Then this time I got smart and I used Mod Podge to attach it to the back of this sign. And I love musical note scrapbook paper. I love anything with musical notes on it. I had taken one of those snowflake ornaments and I painted it white. And then I'm just adding a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to hot glue this right to the center of this sign.
We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows in the rain.
I added a little twine bow to the top of the snowflake just by wrapping some twine around my fingers, and then taking another piece of twine and tying it into the middle of that, just to put a little bow at the top, because I love twine bows and I think they go well on any project. And again, even though this is black and white pretty much, I think that you can incorporate this into farmhouse Christmas decor as well. I love the burnt edges. I just think this sign is super cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I loved making these signs. It was so much fun. If you did and you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and hit that like button if you enjoyed what you see or what you saw, because it really helps my channel out. I hope you guys are having a blessed and wonderful day, a wonderful holiday season, and I love y'all, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all.